It's a great day for transformation. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening from this morning. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our morning manifestation session, where we begin each day with a oath of manifestation, affirmative reading, meditation, and prayer to help you conquer the day ahead. And I am Samion, founder and leader of One Transformation Center, where we celebrate humanity with our mission. Our intention is to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. We are glad that you allow us to stand in this enchanting space at this hour with you. We're here just to remind you of who you are and whose you are, to remind you of the power that exists within you, to remind you that you're created in the image and reflection of the Master, which in turn creates the space for you to be a master as well, creates the space of mastery. So, we're going to get into it, set you up. Now, through this we're committed to manifesting our dreams and achieving our goals here at One Transformation Center. And with each word, we ignite our inner power and align ourselves with the universe's abundance. And through our affirmative reading, we'll fill our minds with positive affirmations, empowering thoughts, and uplifting beliefs, setting the tone for the day filled with positivity and success. Next, we'll guide you through meditation to calm your mind, ease your stress, and connect you with the inner vision, inner wisdom. This will help you to tap into your inner guidance and intuition, giving you the clarity and the confidence you need to make the most of your day. And finally, we will conclude our morning with a prayer expressing gratitude for all the blessings in our lives and asking for the abundance, as for the guidance and the protection throughout the day ahead. We're going to begin with 3 breaths, as we do every morning. First of all, welcome to those who are here for the first time. We're grateful that you've made the commitment, made the choice to join us, and hopefully that you will continue to move forward. You find value in what we offer and continue to join us each and every morning, weekdays at 6 a.m. and weekend at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for those who've returned again, who are our transformers, thank you. Thank you standing in the space with us, whether you're live or in person, whether you're live or listening to the replay. We appreciate you. Take a moment to like the stream from wherever we are. Share it as well. Give other people the opportunity to engage with us. All right, we ready? We're going to begin with our 3 breaths. Those 3 breaths that awaken us. We forget so often to breathe. So we're very intentional in this space to make sure that we breathe and breathe deeply. And with each inhale, we're going to welcome and align with everything that is awaiting our arrival, that is here to support us in this enchanting moment. And with each exhale, we're going to release everything that no longer supports us. Every philosophy, every fear, every doubt, every relationship, everything. So let's begin to close our eyes. And for those who are unable to, if you're unable to close your eyes, just soften your gaze a bit. Soften your gaze a bit. As we begin to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouths. Again, inhale through your nose and exhale. This time, as you inhale, hold it for 4 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. Now let's move to our oath of manifestation. That intention, that declaration of an intention, the promise that we're making to ourselves to avail ourselves to those opportunities that may have passed us by, that we didn't take a look at. We overlooked them, that are here to support us in this right now moment. It's on the screen with us. And let's declare. Let's declare. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and in the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I can feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. And so it is. Let's just take a moment and feel the words and the energy that we just invoked into ourselves, to inhale the fullness of the life that we just spoke. As these are not merely just words, and as the scriptures say, let not my words return in vain or in void. These words give life and life ever after. All right, let's begin to move. Let's move over to our word of the day, affirmative word of the day. Affirmative word of the day comes from A Course in Miracles. It's lesson 101. Course in Miracles, lesson 101. And it reminds us, actually it's 102. So if you want to check, you want to see it, there's the link on the screen. I'm also putting it in the chat room as well, for you to go and review it at your leisure or read along with us. But it reminds us that I share God's will for happiness. It reminds us to share God's will for happiness for ourselves. To share God's will for happiness for ourselves. And it reads, today is a day for special dedication. We take a stand but one side today. We side with truth and let illusions go. Oh, I stand corrected. That's the wrong one. Let's go back. I share God's will for happiness for me. And it reads, you do not want to suffer. You may think it buys you something and may still believe a little that it buys you what you want. Yet, this belief is surely shaken now, at least enough to let you question it. And to suspect it really makes no sense. It has not gone as yet, but lacks the roots that once secured it tightly to the dark and hidden secret places of your mind. Today, we try to loose its weakened hold still further, and to realize that pain is purposeless, without a cause and with no power to accomplish anything. It cannot purchase anything at all. It offers nothing and does not exist. And everything you think it offers you is lacking in existence, like itself. You have been slave to nothing. Be you free today to join the happy will of God. For several days, we will continue to devote our periods of practice to exercises planned to help you reach the happiness God's will has in you. Here is your home, and here your safety is. Here is your peace, and there is no fear. Here is your salvation. Here is the rest at last. Here is rest at last. Begin your practice periods today with this acceptance of God's will for you. Begin your practice periods today with the acceptance of God's will for you. And it says, I share God's will for happiness for me, and I accept it as my function now. I share God's will for happiness for me, and I accept it as my function now. Then seek this function deep within your mind, for it is there, awaiting but your choice. You cannot fail to find it when you learn it is your choice and that you share God's will. Be happy, for your only function here is happiness. You have no need to be less loving to God's Son Then he who loved created him as loving as himself. I'll repeat that. Be happy. For your only function here is happiness. You have no need to be less loving to God's Son, yourself, than he who loved created him as loving as himself. Besides these hourly 5-minute rests, pause frequently today to tell yourself that you have now accepted happiness as your one function. And be sure that you are joining with God's will in doing this. Let's take a moment and let's allow ourselves to really embrace this idea. And I want you to say with me, I share God's will for happiness for me. Now, do you understand what that truly means? This is you coming into a space of agreement, standing and agreeing with the Creator. And what are you agreeing about? What are you agreeing to? You're agreeing to accept that his will for you is to be happy. And not only are you accepting the understanding of his will for you to be happy, you're also accepting happiness as your choice, as your function. So say it with me again, knowing that's what you're agreeing to. I share God's will for happiness for me. I share God's will for happiness for me. Now let's go a little deeper. It's nice to have that as top of mind, right? Let's take it a little deeper inside and put it into our solar plexus. Connect with our soul in this space. Touch and agree with the soul. Touch and agree with our hearts. Touch and agree with our lungs, with our body. Touching and agree. And I want you to proclaim, I share God's will for happiness for me, and I accept it as my function now. Be happy. I know there's some of us out here today who are going through some challenging times, spaces of uncertainty and discomfort. I want you to know that even though you're experiencing these things, you can still make the choice of being happy. One thing you can do is simply understand that I can only focus on what I can control. And that's not much. But yet I can trust that which created me has my back, has power, reach beyond anything that I can even imagine. You know, last week, a few weeks ago, we had the exercise that reminded us that there was only one law but God's. So those of you who are going through some legal situations today, I want you to be reminded that there is only one law but God's. Meaning that God wins in the end, that God is in control of this moment. If we can just surrender and say there's only one law but God's. For those who are going through some diseases right now, I just want you to understand and know that there's only one healer but God. And your healing is an inside job. Instead of choosing fear, frustration, anxiety, anger, all these derivatives of dis-ease, instead of choosing those things, let's choose happiness. Let's choose happiness. And this can become by being grateful. Grateful for our covering. Grateful for the knowing that we are protected divinely. That all we have to do is stay within the covenant and we are safe. But the moment we step outside, we feel vulnerable again. So I challenge you today to take this moment and further deroot and expel anything that is not creating happiness in you today. Let it go. You no longer need it. There's a replacement already ready. You just simply have to let go and let God. Because God is in this too. The energy and essence that we know as God is in this too. That which created the earth and the heavens and the firmaments thereof in 6 days is in this too. That which is the creator of love is in this too. That which is almighty, is omnipresent, omnipotent, is in this too. That which said to us that no weapon formed against us will ever prosper is in this too. That which reminds us from Jeremiah 29:11, it says, I alone know the plan that I have for you. Plan to prosper you and not to harm you is in this too. Even in that passage, it's talking about happiness. It said plans to give you hope and a future. So won't you choose happiness today? Choose happiness. Let's move to his prayer of gratitude. Father, Mother God, we give thanks. Universe, we thank you. Divine Spirit, we give thanks to you for being forever present in our life. And for the reminder that you're with us each and every moment. That you've never forsaken us and that you are who you are. You are who they say you are. You are who you say you are. For you have never failed us or forsaken us. So as we move forward today on this path called life, remembering that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, we thank you for the reminder that you share, that we can share your will for happiness for us. That happiness is what you desire for us. Thank you for derooting and removing anything that is unlike happiness. That is not in alignment with your absolute will. God, we are standing in this space, affirming and declaring miracles that are entitled to us. We are accepting everyone that has been created with our name on it. That it is no longer deterred or delayed. That it shows up in this right now moment. And we give you thanks for this. We thank you for repairing our hearts and our minds. We thank you for providing the peace that surpasses all understanding. We thank you for trusting us with your gifts, with your words, and for allowing us to be an extension and reflection of you so that anyone who sees us can see one the light of God within us, and 2, the happiness that you will for us. So we have one simple request. Expose us to this happiness today in a magnanimous way. Let us feel the warmth of it, the jubilation, the jovialness of it. Let us experience this happiness in a way that we never imagined before. We thank you in advance for all that you are and all that you've done. Continue to use us. Continue to be present in us, as us, for us, around us, and with us. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. And so it is. That concludes the call of the day. Just want to remind you tonight at 8 a.m. Well, if you missed any part of this session, feel free. It's on YouTube. Go back and check it out from the beginning and share it with others. If it blessed you, let us know it blessed you by leaving us a comment. Whether it's on any of the social media spaces, it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can find us at One Transformation Center. On Twitter, it's OTC Atlanta. OTC Atlanta. Tonight, first and foremost, we thank you for continuing to invest in your transformation. We hope that you continue to join us every weekday at 6 a.m. and on the weekends at 8 a.m. And in addition, tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific for the transformative conversation. It's always a good one. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to engaging with you, to standing in this wonderful space, auspicious space with you. And as always, feel free to support the broadcast. If you're led to do so, we're grateful. You can do so by leaving us a donation via Giveify. It's a website or an app, Givelfy. Just query One Transformation Center. Whatever you're led to leave, we greatly appreciate it. In addition to that, remember to be the change you desire to see. Remember to be the change you desire to see. Until next time, we love you. Thank you. Be great.